homeowners, it's not a question of if, but when the next hurricane will come. No matter what Florida weather has in store, StormSmart has products that protect every opening of your home while improving the look, feel, and function. From durable aluminum shutters, high-impact windows and doors, to our innovative storm catcher screens, products that enhance the beauty of your home and keep your family safe. Because smart is complete hurricane protection, and smart is peace of mind. Call StormSmart today for your free in-home consultation.
When your power goes out, remember just how inconvenient your life can be. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with the Generac Home Standby Generator, you'll have power when you need it. Our Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Get a free 10-year warranty with the purchase of any air-cooled generator. Call Generac Generators today. Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by StormSmart. Protect every opening of your home. And Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
How you doing, everybody? And welcome to Tuesday night's edition of Dennis Phillips Live. I have a feeling there is a rather large portion of the population watching right now saying, where's my remote? Wait a minute, I thought the bolts were supposed to be on. For whatever reason, the cable guides are showing that the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in action, are supposed to be on the spot tonight. Not tonight. Tonight it is either like Hulu or ESPN Plus or whatever. So if you were hoping to watch the Bolts tonight on the spot, oh, I don't have my band button. I was going, it ain't happening. But you get something, in my opinion, every bit as great. What's his name? You have Sonny from the Florida State Fair that's going to be coming on in just a couple of minutes, because you may not know this, but we are already to Florida State Fair time. It starts on Thursday, and we are going to have the folks from the Florida State Fair here to talk about the fair, to talk about the food, to talk about the fun, to talk about the festivities. You love the alliteration? Well, we got all of it going on. But you also probably know, if you've lived in our area long enough, the Florida State Fair quite often has rain on the first day of the fair, and sometimes even severe weather. Well, that will not be the case this year. I don't see severe weather, but I do think we're going to see some rain in the morning. But in the afternoon and in the evening, I think everything's going to work out. Matter of fact, I am going to be live at the Florida State Fair Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. And my goal is, and I'm inviting y'all to come on out, because my goal is on DPL Thursday night, we will be live on the spot right here, as well as Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and streaming and all the socials. You will actually be a part of DPL if you choose. Jason Adams, the engineer, just walked in, and almost always when he walks in, it means something terrible is happening. But no, he's like, no, it's good. All's good. So there you go. Everything is good. So here's what we're going to talk about. So as we start tonight, we're going to jump in because we do have some weather advisories, cold weather advisories. What else is new? But actually, you know what? Before we get into that, let's check and see. We've got Kim in Palm Harbor. How you doing? Braden's in the house with Jennifer. So Joel, good to see you as always. Bill and Paula from Citrus Park, nice to see you. Lots of folks as always. Anna Maria, good to see you. Bonnie in Lake Placid. Carol in Clearwater. So I'm asking you guys, first of all, how many of y'all are planning to go to the Florida State Fair? And how many of y'all are ready for warmer weather? Because, look, I mean, and I know for a fact last summer, at least 75% of you, oh man, I can't wait till winter. It's going to be so much nicer. I'm sick of this heat. I'm sick of the humidity. You know you did. You know you said it. And now those same folks, oh, I hate this cold weather. I want it to be warm again. So the grass is always greener. But in this case, the grass hasn't been really green because we don't have any rain out there and it's been really cold. But we do have some rain in the forecast. So let's go ahead and see what's happening out there right now. Nice to see you, Abby. Good to see you. Paul, as always, in Clearwater. Nice to see you as well. Yeah, you're exactly right. Someone was saying we're freezing. The stream? No, the cold. And every now and then the stream might freeze. So be cautious of the verbiage. But yeah, Jules, good to see you as well. Bonnie, as always. Sandy. So lots of Valdosta, Georgia's in the house. Deidre, I strongly recommend you road tripping down to see the Florida State Fair because it is truly a spectacular event. All right, so there's a look at the advisories tonight. We have a frost advisory in effect for Citrus and Hernando County. I want to be really clear about something here, okay? So if you live in Pasco County or maybe in northern Hillsborough County, you're looking at this map, you're like, oh, good, I finally don't have to cover my plants. There's no frost in the forecast. And especially for the folks who over the last week have been really, really good about covering or bringing in plants and trying to make it through all the freezing weather that we've had. So you see this, nothing in Pasco. Trust me on this. I don't care that there's no advisory in Pasco. There will be frost in Pasco County. There will be frost in northern Hillsborough County. So even though they're not technically under the advisory, that just means widespread frost isn't expected. There will absolutely be frost. So cover your plants. Watch out for the cold weather because it's still going to be around 32, 31 in those spots. Southern counties probably not as much, but I want it on the record because I don't want to hear somebody saying, oh, I had this plant and I covered it every day. And then the suspender guy said, yeah, I didn't need to because there was no frost advisory. I'm being really clear. Even though Pasco and northern Hillsborough is not under an advisory, I still think you should cover your plants. There will still be frost. Here's a look at radar. All is quiet across the area. I think it stays that way right on through tomorrow evening. And that's when things begin to change. Yes, tonight, Kathy. Yep. Now, tomorrow, not so much. Matter of fact, Mario, how you doing, my friend? Man, I haven't seen you in forever. Plant City's in the house with Rosie. Now, Plant City had some issues, obviously, with the growers of late, but I think that worst is definitely over in terms of the cold. Right now, though, we're still mid-40s. 46 Brooksville, 51 Newport Richey, Riverview 51, St. Pete up near 60 right now. Mid to upper 40s from Bartow over to Lakeland. So this morning, there it is. We started in the low to middle 20s. Brooksville dropped down to 23. Zephyr Hills 24. So it was a hard freeze. I mean, you look at those numbers, and on any given year, those would be the coldest numbers of the year. Not this year. Those were third or fourth coldest after the last several days we've had. But they will be the coldest that we are going to see for quite a while. I still think the end of the month, and I'll show you that coming up after we talk to the folks with the fair, I still think there will be another round of cold air at the end of February and in through early March. Sebring's in the house as well. Polk County in the house. John, nice to see you. Bradenton with Kathleen. So there's a look at temperatures right now, mid to upper 60s. Those were the highs today, rather, in the upper 50s. So Clearwater still did not hit 60 degrees. Tampa right now, partly cloudy and 57. The winds are calm. The dew point in the mid-30s. Today, we were 9 degrees below average this afternoon. We were 18 degrees below average this morning. Dropped all the way down to 36. Satellite looks good. It's going to stay that way right on through tomorrow. There's Futurecast, waking up to clear and cold conditions. A sunny, beautiful day tomorrow, up around 70 degrees. But look at tomorrow night. Right about this time tomorrow night, we're going to start to see some showers coming in. And when they do, I think we're going to have a period of rain between around, say, 11 o'clock tomorrow night and sunrise on Thursday morning. What time does the fair open up on Thursday? 11 a.m. So by 11 a.m., in fact, let's go ahead and just actually move the map right to 11 a.m. Kind of show you what we're talking about here. 11 a.m., most, if not all, of the rain will be gone. Maybe a lingering shower in a couple of spots, but overall, as we go through the afternoon, it will really improve dramatically. So there it is. By tomorrow night, we clear out. I'm sorry, by Thursday night, we clear out, and then we look beautiful for the next 7 to 10 days. So I think the weather's going to be tremendous for the fair. All right, there's tomorrow morning. We start lower 30s, Pasco, Hernando, Citrus. Mid to upper 30s with some patchy frost in those other areas. northeastern Hillsborough, New Tampa area. Back toward northwestern Polk County, Kathleen, areas around there, back toward Lakeland. And even down south, still mid to upper 30s. So there it is. The roller coaster ride continues. We were talking about roller coasters at the fair. Well, we're talking about roller coaster with the temperatures of late as well. And we're going to go from 72 tomorrow to 58 on Thursday, 61 on Friday. Super Bowl weekend. The weather will be spectacular. You guys doing anything at for the Super Bowl? Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that coming up in a minute as well. 71 on Super Bowl Sunday, 74 all of next week, mid to upper 70s with sunny skies. Rain, we need it. We all know it. And we're going to see some late tomorrow night into the first half of Thursday. And then from there, that is it. So there's a look at the 7-day. 70 tomorrow, that rain tomorrow night. Thursday morning, scattered showers. Friday, 61 and sunny. Saturday, 68 and sunny. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, 70 degrees. I'm supposed to go swimming with the manatees on Sunday morning. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. We were talking about this yesterday, guys. Is it going to be too cold? I haven't decided yet. 73 on Monday and 74 on Tuesday. All right, so there you go. There is the forecast. We're going to take a 90-second break, and then we're going to talk Florida State Fair as Dennis Phillips Live continues. All right, we're on a break. All right. Come on over. Kevin, you are watching hockey. Where are you watching it? Because it's not on our channel. Heavy break. We're getting all these people saying heavy break, heavy break. No, we're good. We're good. Full name?
Cheryl Flood. CHERYLFLOOD.
I guess, I don't think they have a super. I guess they don't. How you doing, Teresa? So look, everybody, this is Cheryl from the Florida State Fair. And what's
Sunny.
it? That's
Sunny.
Should have known.
Yeah.
I mean, that now is Sunny a mascot that is this a new mascot or has it always been?
Several years.
So okay, so everybody say hi to Sunny. Everybody say hi to Cheryl. And where are we on? We have 10 seconds. No, 41 seconds left.
Okay.
All right. So there, Frisco, Texas is in the house. How you doing, Dave? Nice to see you, Kathy. Randy goes, what the heck is that? We like Cheryl. She's bringing back sunshine. So there you go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, and I do have video. I do have video to show as well of
Okay.
the fair. All right. So
Perfect.
we have 22 seconds. What do you got? Randy, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't think so, Katrina. I don't think Anna's saying Cheryl and Sunny hello. We're back in 5, 4, 3, 2. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dennis Phillips Live on the Spot. If you're tuning in because the guide said the Bolts game is on, no, the Bolts game is on, but not on our channel tonight. It's actually on Hulu and ESPN+. But we have Cheryl from the Florida State Fair, and we have Sunny from the Florida State Fair. Now, Cheryl, welcome.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank you for having me.
And so tell the folks, so the fair starts on Thursday,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
So tell the folks, some of the highlights this year. And with me, it always starts with the food.
Sure. So the fair's February 5th through the 16th. What's exciting this year, we are celebrating America 250, which we will have the America 250 wheel, as well as the Freedom 250 Museum. That's the presidential museum that's going to be visiting the fair. So we are America's Sunniest Celebration, February 5th through the 16th, opening on President's Day.
That's awesome. Now, we have some video that we're showing here now. And look, it starts with Sunny.
Yep.
And give folks who have never been to the Florida State Fair kind of an overview of what they could expect.
So when you visit the Florida State Fair with admission, you get all types of free entertainment. Lots of petting zoos, lots of cool free entertainment. There's a water show. There's also a circus.
Those were Peachy's Donuts I saw, by the way.
Absolutely, one of many of patrons' favorites.
Yeah, that is my, and of course the rides, right? Now, are there, now there's armbands, right? And are there deals that you can get better prices or coupons or something for armbands and
Sure.
whatnot?
If you go online right now, prior to February 5th, you can buy in advance. We encourage you to buy in advance to save money and also to go through the lines quicker. So we encourage you to buy your admission, your parking, as well as your armbands in advance to ensure you get through the lines quickly.
And how do they get the armbands? Like, where are some of the places that they can get them?
So you can get them at the entry gates at all. We have 4 gates that you can enter. So get them at the entry gates or also on the midway.
Okay, and are there any special nights where, I know in previous years there have been times where there's certain themes and there's certain discounts and whatnot.
Absolutely. So they're all listed on FloridaStateFair.com promotions. So like on the first day of the fair, which is opening day, we're honoring heroes. So all heroes get in for free at the fair. Law enforcement, fire rescue, as well as veterans and military get in for free. And including this year, we're doing teachers and medical personnel as well. And in addition, if you buy a paid admission on opening day, you can come back for one other day of the fair.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a bounce back.
Now, is Fair Day still a thing?
Yes, so we have Family Day, which is the last Friday of the fair. Kids get in free up until 5 p.m. with a paid adult.
So go to the website, because I mean, you know, if you've got several kids, and you know, it's
expensive.
It
exactly.
does. So
sure,
there's definitely ways to save money.
Absolutely.
And
we've got more promotions this year than we ever had in our history.
He's just having a blast.
He's a blast. He's a blast.
Are you okay back there? Sonny, you good? He's like, I can't even hear you, but I think he's doing okay. So it's FloridaStateFair.com?
Yes.
Okay, and buying tickets online, you can do that? Or is it cheaper to buy them online?
It is. It's cheaper to buy it online, and you also can get it at a participating Walgreens, too.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Thursday it opens, and it runs how many days?
12 days.
12 days.
On President's Day, February 16th.
And Sonny, you're going to bring sunshine for the fair, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I really think we talk about the fact that, you know, and I've been live at the fair decades,
Absolutely.
and it is such a part of a tradition. Well, you know, even for the local school systems. I mean, it was a big thing.
It is. We're 122 years this year. We know that people are ready to get out after being in this cold weather, so we're going to provide some sunshine, and we are going to be America's Sunniest Celebration, celebrating America's 250th birthday.
Awesome. Well, Cheryl, Sonny, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. I will see you on Thursday.
I look forward to it.
And DPL will be. Is Sonny going to?
Sonny will be there.
Okay,
Sonny will be there.
So Thursday night we'll be live at the fair, walking around, doing a tour, looking at some of the rides, some of the food, trying all that stuff, and it's a blast. I mean, from a family perspective, there's always something to do.
There is. All ages.
All right, well, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on.
And we'll be back in 90 seconds as Dennis Phillips Live continues. Perfect. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you want it, if you need a copy of it or whatever, that will be on my Facebook page. This whole show is always saved on there, so you can download it if you need proof of performance or stuff like that. Okay. How many of these hits are you gonna be doing over the next couple of days?
Probably 25.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you so much.
and on Thursday, I'm guessing it starts right 4 a.m. kind of thing. I mean, it just continues all day and all night.
Wednesday night, we're doing a preview party, so it'll
On Wednesday night too? Yes. Okay. All right, thanks guys. Nice job back there, appreciate it. Oh, do we get a picture? Let's get a picture. Let's see, how much time we get? Oh, well, I don't know if they can go on Thursday, but we hopefully can make it one. Okay, all right, thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you. Great to meet you. Thanks so much for coming, guys. Thank you. See you on Thursday. Thanks again. All right, guys. Everybody saying thank you for visiting. That was fun. That was a good time. All right, so this was my second break, right? Yeah, we have one more break coming up here. And let's go ahead and do some models. We'll do that when we come out. Sonny needs a Rule 7 shirt, John. You were right about that. All right, we are back in 10 seconds. And, all right. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. All right. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dennis Phillips Live. Again, the folks from the Florida State Fair were just here. It's going to be a blast. I will be live there on Thursday. Come on out and say hi. I'll be doing the weather there from 5-ish through the 6:30 show, and then DPL, technology permitting, DPL will be live at 7:30 to 8. Your guess is as good as mine. I got no idea how it's going to work out, but it's going to be fun. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of the models. We talked about, Kathy asked where my buzzer was. You know what, Kathy, good point. I forgot it. Let me go back behind the set here and get the buzzer because I did forget it. I've not needed it, but you never know. Just when you say that, there we go. It's back. Sometimes I forget it. When you have guests and you're picking up chairs and moving chairs around and trying to check all that stuff, you know, you forget the important things, which is said ban button. All right, so Let's go ahead and look at some of the long-range stuff here, all right? So there's the GFS, and where we are right now, this takes us to Wednesday morning, Wednesday night. There's the front. You see the cold air behind it, right? And then on Thursday morning, 7 a.m., the rain comes through. So we're going to have some rain overnight, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then by 7 p.m., low pressure starts to develop off the southeast coast, different from the last go-around, not nearly as strong and moving more out to sea. Now, you do see the GFS does bring that 540 line, the freezing line, pretty close to us. You know, show you, look at it right there, just around Jacksonville on Thursday afternoon. So Thursday is going to be cold. And then Friday, the 540 line, the freezing line, starts to lift back northeast. Then you get a clipper coming into the northeast with some snow on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. New York, Boston. You may not have known this, little weather tidbit for you. So these clippers, they're often called Alberta clippers, right? And mainly because usually the moisture and the energy originates in Alberta, Canada. So an Alberta clipper is a fast-moving cold front. And a clipper is a fast-moving sailboat. So that's kind of how the name was coined, the phrase was coined, the Alberta clipper, because it originates in the province of Alberta, and it is a clipper because it is a fast-moving front. And Bolts, no score, so says Red. So there you go. All right, so there's a look at Saturday morning. Still cold in the northeast, and that's when we start to see some really amazing weather. All right, a little bit of snow across the Appalachians on Super Bowl Sunday, maybe even into Virginia as well. But look at all that cold, right? But not for Florida. At long last, we start to warm up. Maybe next Valentine's Day, there is the chance of some showers. So says the GFS. What does the Euro say? Pretty darn close. And this is the second straight day that the Euro and the GFS have been pretty close to identical 10 days out. And that is extraordinarily rare. But I will tell you, look at the Euro. The Euro is bringing some snow across the Appalachians, eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia, with mostly rain right here. It's 10 days out. It could go any way. We all know that, but just kind of saying there is a decent amount of agreement that far out. And oh man, look at the GFS. Boy, the GFS is doing what the GFS loves to do, ain't it? Because February 16th, that's a blizzard across the Delmarva into Philly and into New York. Now, again, that's the GFS. No different than hurricane season 2 days out. It's usually wrong. There's the Euro. Nothing. GFS, Euro. The Euro goes out to sea. The GFS goes up north. So it is something that we're still looking at, but at the end of the day, our rain chances increase tomorrow night and into early on Thursday with a brief cool down and a great stretch of weather next week. Got to hit our last break. We'll be back with your final questions and one more look at temperatures as well as those advisories as Dennis Phillips Live continues. All right, Annie, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, guys, here we'll go back to that as well. I mean, because we all know the GFS is notorious for overdoing stuff. It just is. So I'm not the least bit concerned about it. Well, I take that back. Look, even a blind squirrel, right? Even a blind squirrel. So the fact that both models are showing low pressure, the Euro bringing it east, the GFS bringing it up the coast as a nor'easter. So yeah, I mean, it is possible. But the fact that it's over 10 days out means it's extremely unlikely. But it is interesting that both models do show low pressure developing that far out. And for them to have that kind of agreement that far out is pretty unusual. But look at us. Look at the temperatures. While it does cool down, if that low does develop, so that's something y'all know, I'm sure. But anytime low pressure develops here or wherever, it's going to draw down on the backside much colder air. So if that low develops, it will be colder. If that low doesn't develop, we will not see all that cold weather. And that really is kind of still 10 or 11 days out, so it's just too far to worry about. All right, coming up on our last 5 seconds of the break in 3, 2. Welcome back to our last edition, or rather last break segment of Dennis Phillips Live. I'll just jump back in and show you what we were talking about. So when you look at, what's interesting is the long range on this. When you look at the GFS and the Euro, this is Valentine's Day right here. You've got the GFS showing low pressure off the southeast coast. You've got the Euro showing low pressure off the southeast coast. So that in itself is extremely rare, that both these models are showing a low 10 or 11 days out in a very similar situation, very similar location. So that's pretty rare. What it does afterwards is really insignificant because it can't predict that far out. But you look for patterns and you look for trends, and when they both are showing something, it simply cannot be ignored. Here's a look at Tampa. These are Tampa temps over the next couple of weeks. 61 on Tuesday, 67 on Wednesday, 53 the high on Thursday. So guys, it is going to be cold at the fair. The 500 looks beautiful, Kimberly. The Daytona 500 looks absolutely beautiful. The Bolts game is on ESPN Plus and Hulu tonight. I know the cable guide said it was on our channel, but it is not tonight. 56 the high on Friday. So look, Thursday and Friday are going to be really cold again, just not as cold as it's been the last couple of days. 61 on Saturday, 66 on Sunday, 60 on Super Bowl Sunday, 69 on Monday, and then look at next week through the following weekend. Highs in the low to middle 70s with sunny skies. At long last, Bolts are up 1-0. Thank you very much. So I didn't think I would have to, but nice. We get to ban someone right off the bat. That would be Kristen. Profanity is not allowed on this show. You are gone. So low to mid 70s right on through the middle of next week. So some really beautiful weather. And Kimberly wants to know different Kimberly wants to know if we should be covering plants. And I said this earlier on in the newscast, or earlier on what we were doing rather, that officially there is not a frost advisory in effect for most of the area. The advisory is only in effect for Citrus and Hernando County. But one thing's for certain, even Pasco County and even northern Hillsborough County, not part of the advisory, I'm telling you guys, it is still going to freeze. There will still be patchy frost in these areas. So better safe than sorry, especially Pasco east of the vets. I would absolutely cover your plants. I absolutely would. Thank you, Zachary. So Nikita Kucherov scored. So again, 1-0 for the Bolts. So Harriet wants to know, has a question. Because we've had a cold winter, does that mean worse storms and more heat? It does not. The two really don't have anything to do with each other. If you see a general pattern, like an El Nino or La Nina or whatever the case may be, you can look at that pattern, and let's say that there's a strong El Nino, and that means a stormier winter pattern. If it stays through the summer, an El Nino also means a less active hurricane season overall. But that's not what we're seeing. We're going to be in more of a neutral situation, so it's probably not going to give you one or the other in terms of the odds of it happening. So again, if you're watching on the spot and streaming, thanks for watching. We will be back tomorrow night, and we'll be live at the Florida State Fair, not just on the newscast, but also on DPL. Have a great night. Frost advisory, northern counties. Stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so we are out. And yeah, Charlotte, it's nice because when I know, I'm way more cautious on TV knowing that we have to be out at 58. So the two kind of go hand in hand. So yeah, I don't know what the block was. It was just, as someone said, it was potty mouth. Just don't do it, you know? we just don't. So what are you going to do? All right. Well, I think that's about it, guys. So we are now, I'm trying to think who else we have coming on the show. We're working on more guests. But again, Thursday night will be either spectacular or a train wreck. I'm not sure which. Either are possible. But the goal is, so I'm live. Oh, actually, let's talk about temperatures again real quick. We haven't talked as much about it. We didn't finish the temps. All right, here we go. So here's a look at temperatures. This is tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., 30s and 40s. 2 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, back in the upper 60s to near 70. We get rain overnight, comes in Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and then you get another round of cold air, but not as cold as recent mornings, and that at least will make some folks happy. But still, Friday morning, 8 a.m., right here, freezing temperatures. There'll probably be a freeze warning for Citrus, maybe Hernando. Everybody else in the mid-30s. And the afternoon high is only in the 50s. That's Friday. Saturday morning, lows in the 30s and 40s, mostly 40s. We start the warm-up. Afternoon highs in the middle 60s. Sunday morning, mostly in the upper 30s to around 40 for Super Bowl Sunday. Afternoon highs in the mid-60s. And then we start to see the warm-up. Monday morning, still 30s and 40s. Afternoon highs, upper 60s. Tuesday morning, 40s. Afternoon highs, lower 70s. And then we stay in the 70s through all of next week. So, David, I am up for anything or everything to try to have the show entertaining. This started when we were in hurricane season. I think we all know when hurricane season's going on, it's great to have a platform to be able to answer your questions, to be able to let you know what's happening. And we get a lot of weather from June until November. Whether it's thunderstorm season, we pretty much have daily thunderstorms, right? And then there's the occasional hurricane threat. Not last year, fortunately. Year before, we all remember it. But once we hit December and January, although we had snow Saturday night, that is obviously a rarity. So these are the times where the interaction is awesome. I'm open for anything that is doable. We talked about some trivia stuff. And on Thursday, that is going to be our first test. Are we capable? Because I think the way it's going to play out is Shay is going to be here with control of the button, both buttons, band button and the commercial button. So I'm going to be out in the field, and I'm going to be like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we'll be back in 90 seconds as Dennis Phillips Live continues. And then Shay will hit the button. That is the plan. And then I'll have my phone, since I don't have a producer, right? So I don't have any, although maybe my director could act. No, I don't know if that'll work or not. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have my stopwatch on my phone, and I'll be counting 90 seconds. And when 90 seconds is over, I'll start talking again. So as you can probably surmise, there are many things that could go terribly wrong. But that's kind of what this show is, right? It kind of is. Hopefully it'll be clean. That's my goal, but we'll see how it goes. Erica's, this is the first one. Move your head, please, so I can see tomorrow night's low. You know what? I love that comment. That is some very good criticism. All right, there is the 7-day. There are the temperatures. All right? So, rain tomorrow night, rain Thursday morning, chilly on Thursday. I will be bundled up. I'll probably have my hoodie on. Friday, sunny and 61. Saturday, sunny and 68. Super Bowl Sunday, 70 and sunny. 73 on Monday and 74 on Tuesday. All right? So we will be back tomorrow. I don't think we have any guests playing tomorrow that I know of, but I'm always open for, you just never know. Something might pop up. But if not, we're going to talk, tomorrow night we'll be tracking rain. So we actually have some weather to talk about. We'll track rain, potentially maybe a thunderstorm or two. It's a possibility. So we'll be timing out the rain tomorrow, timing out the cold weather, and looking ahead to finally sunny and warmer conditions. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on tomorrow night's edition of Dennis Phillips Live. See you guys.